Students, so in this video we will be continuing questions from the topic statistics. Before watching this video, I kindly recommend you to watch the statistics part 1. So the next question says, if the mean deviation about the median of the numbers is 500, then k square is equals to. Okay, firstly, mean deviation about the median. So we have to first find the median. See, the number of observations are even. Why? How? Because k, 2, k, 3, k, like that there are 1000 observations. So how, what will the median be? That will be n by 2. What is n by 2? That is 500. So 500th plus 501th position, average of 500th observation and 501th observation. This is not 500, this 500th observation. So what is the 500th observation? That should be 500k, and 501th observation should be 501k divided by 2. So that should be 1001k divided by 2, which is roughly 500.5k, right? So how do we find the mean deviation? Mean deviation about median will be sigma I equals to 1 to 1000, because there are 1000 observations, sigma xi minus median, let us say this is capital M, divided by 1000, right? Now here the thing is, because there is modulus function, from I equals to 1 to 500 we get a function, and okay, let me split it. From I equals to 1 to 500 we get one value. What will xi be? Okay, we'll do one thing. Instead of xi, the observations are k, 2k, 3k. So any general observation will be of the form rk, or let us say ik, because we are using I here, right? So let us say I into k. Instead of xi, let me write ik minus, and m is 1001k divided by 2 divided by 1000 plus sigma I equals to 501 till 1000 mod ik minus 1001 divided, yeah. Now here the interesting thing is, whatever is the deviation of the first and the median, first observation and the median, the same deviation you will find it from the last deviation between the last observation and the median. What I mean to say is, let us say I equals to 1, then what do we get here? If I is 1, then this modulus function will open with this value, so 1001k by 2 minus k, because if k is less than 500 or k is less than or equal to 500, this modulus function will be opening in this way, correct? No, for k less than or equals to 500, right? So if what I'm telling is, if I is 1, so I'll get this, correct? No, so we get 1001 k minus 2 is 999k by 2. That is what we get in the numerator here, right? Now if I take I as 1000, right? So what do I get? 1000 here. If I take I as 1000, I get 1000k minus yeah, 1001k divided by 2, which will be 2000 minus 1001 will be again be 999k. That means the deviation between the first observation and the median is same as the deviation between the last observation and the median. Similarly, deviation between the second observation and the median will be same as deviation between the last second observation and the median. So that means we get an interesting thing here, that is, what I'm trying to say is, if this value, okay, if this complete value, if this value is t, then this value will also be t. Is that clear? I hope you understood that. Right? So now let us find this value directly. So modulus function will be opening it in this way. So 1001k divided by 2 minus ik. Acha, here modulus function is removed, so we have a bracket, and I'll get sigma I equals to 1 to 500 divided by 1000. I'm just finding this value first, so it will be okay, how many times are we getting this value? So this is repeated for 500 times. So if I apply sigma, I get 500 into 1001 k divided by 2 into 1000, right, minus sigma I k divided by 1000, right, correct? So I get 1001 k divided by 4 minus, now here sigma I k, I can take k outside. Sigma I will be summation of first 500 natural numbers, that should be 500 n into n plus 1 divided by 2, right? So what do I get? 1001 k divided by 4 minus 501 k divided by 4. Acha, ultimately this is 500 k by 4, that means it is 250 by 2, it is 125k. See, this value, this entire value is a 125k. So what will this value be? This will also be this will also be 125k. That means mean deviation about median is 500 he has given, so he's asking us to find the value of k square. That means okay, this you keep it in a box. This is just the value of this data set. So we get 500, that is mean deviation about median, that should be equals to 125k plus 125k. Dear students, if you have not understood, please rewind the video and watch this. uh, this entire value is right, is 125k. So this entire value will also be 125k. That is what I was trying to say here, right? So I hope you understood this point. So 500 will be equals to 250k, and k is equals to 2. That means k square will be 4. That's what I think he's asking. K square is 4, right? So k square is 4. Yeah, so that means option 3 is correct. Now let us go to the next question. So the next question, he says if the mean and variance of the data. Okay, now this is a very lengthy question, dear students. Mean and variance of this data, often we try to, you know, skip these kind of questions in the exam. So now I have a way of solving this. See, we'll write down the class interval. That is, instead of class interval, we'll write down xi. Okay, that is midpoints. So xi, what will that be? For average of this, 4 plus 8 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6. Then we get 10, then we get 14, then we get 18, right? And the corresponding frequencies are 3, lambda, 4, 7. So now let us find fi xi, that will be 18, then 10 lambda, then 14 into 4 is 56, and 18 into 7 is 56. I think it is 126, right? Correct. Now the mean is mu, right? So can I say mean is nothing but sigma fi xi divided by number of observations. And what will sigma fi xi be? It will be 18 plus 10 lambda plus 56 plus 126 divided by summation of frequency will be 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, 14 plus lambda. So ultimately we get 56 plus 18 is 66. It is 66, 74, 74. 74 plus 126 is 200. So we get 200 plus 10 lambda divided by 14 plus lambda, right? This is mu. Now think about it. Acha. And okay, and we want the value, we want lambda plus mu, right? He has given us the variance, right? Okay, okay, what is the variance? 19 will be equals to sigma fi xi square divided by capital N minus mu square, correct? Okay, I think we have to find sigma fi xi square also. So let me find out that also. Fi xi square will be fi 3 into 36. 3 into 36 will be 108. Lambda into 100 will be 100 lambda. 4 into 14 square. 14 square is 196. Acha, 196 into 4. 200 into 4 is 800. 800 minus 4 is 796. So this should be 796. And again, 7 into 18 square. 18 square, I think it is 324. So 324 into 7. 324 into 7. 7 to 14. 67, it should be 2268 if I am right. So now sigma fi xi square will be, acha, you have to add this. So 2268, then we have 796, then we have 108. 8 plus 8 is I think I'm just skeptical about this thing. Is it 796? It is 14. Acha, fi into xi square, 196 into 196 into 4, right? 196 into 4. Okay, let me just calculate. 6 4 24, 4 9 36, 38. Okay, it should be 784. I'm sorry, it should be 784. Okay, so let me just add all these values. So what do we get? We get 2268, then we have 784, and then we have 108. So 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20. Now 8 6 14, 14 plus 2 is 16, 7 8 9 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So we have 3160. So we get 3160 plus 100 lambda, don't forget that, divided by n is again I think it is 14 plus lambda minus mu square. Now the thing is, dear students, if I try to replace mu here, the calculation becomes very lengthy. So what will we do is see, let us go do reverse engineering. Lambda is a frequency, that means lambda should be an integer. that to positive integer. If lambda is an integer and see the final answers, they're also integers, that means mu also should be a positive integer. That means both lambda and mu belong to positive integers. That means just see, mean should be an integer, right? So this should be an integer. So let us write mean is 200 plus 10 lambda divided by 14 plus lambda, right? So we just see, we'll just take the random values of lambda. Let us say lambda is 1. So we get, okay, let me take 10 common. So we get 20 plus lambda divided by 14 plus lambda, right? So if I take lambda is 1, 21 by 15, definitely not an integer. Lambda is 2, 22 by 16 is not an integer. Lambda is 3, 23 by 17 is not an integer. Lambda is 4 is 24 by 18 is not an integer. Lambda is 5, 25 plus 25 divided by 19 is not an integer. Lambda is 6, we get 26 divided by 20 is not an integer. But I think 10, yeah. So, okay, interesting thing is 10, yeah, I think lambda equals to 6 will work because mu will be 10 into 26 divided by 20. Yeah, this is what I was telling. So we get 13. So now mu is also an integer. So we get, wait, before we conclude the answer, we are simply guessing the values, right? But that should be in correlation with this expression. So we'll do one thing, verify variance for lambda equals to 6 and mu equals to 13. So what do we get? That means the left hand side is 19. The right hand side, what will we get? 3160 plus 100 into 6. 100 into 6 is 600. So 3160 plus 600, what do we get? 3760 divided by 14 plus 6 is 20. So we get 3760 divided by 20 minus mu will be 13. So 13 square will be 169. So let us just check quickly. 2 ones, 2 8, 16, again 188. So 188 minus 169, 18 minus 9 is 9, 7 minus 6 is 1. Perfect. So I think, yeah, that means this should be the values of, so that's it, dear students. I think the question is solved. Lambda is 6 and mu is 13. I hope you understood how are we doing it. See, the actual method is we have to replace this value of mu in this expression, and then we will get a quadratic in lambda. We have to solve for that. But what I'm trying to do is just doing reverse engineering. Since lambda is a positive integer, mu also should be a positive integer depending on the answer, right? So I'm just trying to guess the value of lambda such that mu is also an integer. So we got lambda is 6. For lambda equal to 6, we got mu equal to 13. So lambda plus 6 should be 13 plus 6 should be 19. 19 should be the answer, dear students. That means option 2 is correct. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. Meet you in the next one.